Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm a blogger behind the Country Chic Cottage. I have 6 Sublimation pet blanks in front of me and I'm going to show you how to customize them for your pet to give as a gift or to sell. So I have some amazing pet sublimation blanks that you're going to love, including this tumbler that has a detachable bowl at the bottom. Trust me when I say that you are going to love this one. And yes, this one is for my blue heelers. And then I am going to show you a collar as well as a leash, and you can make a matching set. And then of course dog tags as well as a dog bandana. And then if your dogs will wear dog shirts, I will show you that as well. So we're going to start with supplies we're going to use. Then we're going to take some designs from Creative Fabrica, resize them in Canva, and I'm going to show you how to sublimate all of these within this video so you can pick your favorites or pick multiple ones to give as a gift. So let's start with the supplies we're going to use. So for this project you'll need some protective paper, heat resistant tape, heat resistant gloves, lint roller, heat resistant mat, some type of heat source. I am going to use my Easy Press, and there's one blank we are going to use an oven for. And then sublimation print, and I printed this mirrored. You can see the names are backwards, all the text is backwards. And I printed this with sublimation ink on sublimation paper from a sublimation printer. And I will show you how to design this in just a moment. I do want to note already that when I designed this, I should have laid out 2 for my leash and I did not. So I printed 2 sheets instead. Learn from my mistake. And then you will need your sublimation blanks. So we are going to sublimate a dog tag, and it does come with everything you need to attach it. Then I am going to do a dog bandana, and this one actually comes with a collar that you can put inside of the bandana. Then a dog shirt. You can get a variety of sizes of these. A dog leash, which has 2 places to customize. And then a dog collar. You do want to watch when you're purchasing collars that you get the right size collar for your dog. They also have leash collar combinations. Again, make sure you're getting the right size for your dog as far as the collar goes. And then this tumbler is very cool because you screw it off and there are dog water bowls inside so you can water your dog on the go. Now this one will have to be done in a sublimation oven, so I have some shrink wrap to add around that, as well as a heat gun to shrink the wrap before we sublimate this one. So all of the files I'm using are from Creative Fabrica, and I'm going to show you how to lay them out like this in Canva in order to print. So let's head to Canva and take a look at that process. We're going to start in Canva with a custom design of 8.5 by 14 inches, and we're going to click Create New Design. Then I have already uploaded the files that I'm going to use. So for the water bottle, I am going to use this design. I measured the water bottle and I would like it about 4 inches high. So in measuring, I do think a 4 by 4 will work. So I'm going to slightly alter the colors of that as well. Now if I alter that brown, I got a pink hue to the dog, so I don't want to do that, but I am going to alter those hearts. So that is for the water bottle itself. Then I'm going to use this design for the bandana. I'm going to make that about 3.5 by 3.5, and I am going to alter the colors of that slightly. Then I'm going to use this heart for the shirt. I'm going to make it a little over 5 inches wide, so that works for the shirt design. Then for the dog tag, the leash, and the collar, I do want to do a custom design with a name. So I am going to pick this Oliver pattern, and I'm going to lay it out so it is repeating. And I'm going to add a square and make it about the size of the dog tag. We'll do that one first. Then I'm going to make where this pattern is larger than this square. Now it will definitely cover the dog tag, and then I'm going to add some text and the dog's name. I am going to change that name to white. Then I want to measure the dog tag one more time and make sure that the name will fit on there. So that will work for the dog tag. I am going to add a page. For the collar, you do want to get the white area where it is flat. So whichever way you need to go. So you basically loosen or tighten the dog collar until you get it looking something like this, where it lays completely flat. And then you can measure the sublimation area. While you're doing this, remember that in my case, at least, the leash had 2 areas for sublimation. I did forget that during the filming of the design portion, but I'm going to insert this here so you don't forget. And for the leash, I'm gonna need 12 inches high, which is why I needed the 8.5 by 14 inch paper. I'm gonna go 0.8 wide. And for the dog collar, this will be 1 inch wide. And then I can repeat the same process I did for the dog tag for the collar as well as the leash. Once I have them both sized, I can remove the pieces I don't need. And then we can try to squeeze all of these on one sheet. Then we can go ahead and download this as a PDF for print. And I like to use CMYK and download. And then I will print on my Sublimation printer using Sublimation ink on Sublimation paper. So the prep for a lot of these will be the same. So you want to be sure to clean or lint roll your blank well. Then we'll cut apart the Sublimation print for whichever area we need. And I do like to preheat my blank, then add that Sublimation print with a few pieces of heat resistant tape, then add protective paper on the bottom as well as over the top. Now I will note that each Sublimation blank will have a different time and temperature, and you would look wherever you purchased your Sublimation blanks for what is correct for the blank that you're pressing. So for this one, I'm doing 380 degrees for 55 seconds, and I will just press with like a medium pressure. Then we'll lift that up, peel back the protective paper, and peel back that Sublimation print, and we have a very cute dog bandana within a few minutes. The steps for the dog shirt are basically identical to the dog bandana, so I went ahead and made that really quickly. The only difference is you may want to add a pressing pillow inside to raise that middle up. I am also using the same time and temperature for this one. Then the dog shirt is complete as well. The dog collar and leash instructions again will be about the same type of steps as far as the first steps. Then you will need to make sure that this covers the entire white area in my case. You can flip this over and you do want to make sure that it's covered on both ends, which it is. Then I'm going to put protective paper over this, and you definitely want to avoid the plastic buckles. So there's a plastic buckle on here. Now my easy press is not going to fit on this entire thing, I don't think, so I'll probably press one portion, move it, and press the other. And for this one, I am going to do 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So I will press one area and then just press the second area when the first area is done. Again, I used about a medium pressure. When that area is done, I'm just going to move everything to this other area and press one more time. All right, and once that's done, I am going to use heat resistant gloves this time. It's going to be very hot. And we can start peeling this back. It looks so good. And there you have a custom dog collar in minutes, and it worked out literally perfectly. So these same steps are going to apply to the dog leash, so I will repeat exactly the same steps for that. And I will repeat the same steps for both areas of the leash. The leash also looks great. I did get it slightly off right there. There's a slight piece of white showing, but otherwise the leash looks really, really good. Super cute to customize a leash for your dog. And then we're gonna do the pet tag. This is gonna be the last flat blank, and then I will do the one for the oven. These have a protective film on them. So always, this type of blank, always check to see if there's a protective film. And these are double-sided blanks. So I'm actually gonna do both sides since I had to print both of those pages anyway. I'm gonna put the name on both sides. Just peel back that protective film. I like to do these both at the same time if I can. So I'm just going to trim the print where it's close to the blank and lay this right down on top of that one. And then you can use the tape to go from one to the other and just kind of wedge it between these two pieces of paper. And that way I can do one side and just immediately flip it over and do the other side. I feel like I get better results for double-sided blanks if I do them this way. So I'm gonna wrap this just all the way around, add protective paper, and then I'm gonna press 385, 50 seconds, and then I'll flip it over really quickly and do the other side immediately. We may just let this one cool just a little bit, and go ahead and prep the water bottle. So for the water bottle, I'm not going to do this bowl portion. You definitely can. You do want to remove everything, you know, from the inside so that those things don't heat up in the oven. And we'll just clean this well. Just go ahead and locate the print on here. And since I had to print this twice, I'm actually going to add 2 prints to this water bottle. So one on this side, then I'll just flip to the opposite side and add a second print. And again, just use some tape to hold that into place. And once that's in place, you can just add it to that shrink wrap sleeve. And then actually before we shrink wrap that, we can go ahead and unwrap this dog tag. That ended up being a super cute double-sided dog tag, and it matches both the collar and the leash. Then all I'm going to do is use the heat gun to shrink the shrink wrap into place. Then I am going to place it into a sublimation oven, and I'm going to heat this at 360 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 minutes. Once the sublimation oven is done, go ahead and remove the tumbler and then immediately remove the shrink wrap as well as the sublimation print. Removing the shrink wrap while everything is hot is going to be a much easier process. So I absolutely love the way this cute dog tumbler turned out. The sublimation on it looks amazing. So you can fill the inside with water. You could even put food in this bottom portion. It does come with 2 collapsible bowls, so you can actually hook those on. It comes with a hook that you can hook them on. So you can take the collapsible bowls if you need to. So this is a great option if you are taking your dog out for a walk and need to take some water and or food and or even treats with you. Then I did the cute dog bandana as well as the custom dog tag, and I went ahead and attached that. So I just threaded this collar that came with the bandana through the bandana and then attached the tag with the clips that came with it. So this one is ready to give to the dog. If you don't like this option, you can definitely go with the custom collar option instead. This is definitely a very cute option, and you could add whatever you wanted to. I just chose the name to personalize this one. And of course, this is not complete without a matching leash. So I did the same design on the leash and sublimated it in 2 areas. Then finally, I did sublimate a dog shirt as my final pet sublimation blank. So any of these would make a great gift for someone who has a pet they adore, or make these for your own pet. So these were very easy to make. So you can definitely make these to customize for your own dog. You can make them for friends and family if they are dog lovers and have dogs getting a new puppy. These are great gift ideas. The only thing I will say is to make sure on like collars, bandanas, dog shirts, make sure you're getting the right size of those because they come in a variety of sizes. And of course, pets are going to be different sizes depending on the size of the breed. So be sure that you get the right size on those particular items, but the dog tumbler here or the leash probably would not matter at all. So you could buy those, sublimate those, and then just be sure to get the right size on the rest of the items. And then dog tags as well, same size for every breed. But just be sure to look for correct sizes for items that might need to fit really well, like the collars, the dog shirts, the bandana, etc. Otherwise, have fun sublimating some pet blanks. I know you are going to love the projects that you create. I know I love the projects I created in this video, so I know you will as well. So now, if you have any questions about anything I've covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you like this video and it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. I have creative videos just like this one every single week. As a matter of fact, I have actually laser engraved a pet tag as well. So if you have a laser and don't want to use sublimation for the pet tag, I will link to that video so you can watch that one right now if you want to use laser instead of sublimation for your pet tags. Otherwise, stay crafty and I will see you next time for another creative video. Bye-bye.